3 years ago, LEGO released what is still, to this day, the only Cole season of Ninjago. Master of the Mountain quickly became a fan favorite season, in large part due to Cole's character work, as well as his history with his mother. There were so many ways they could have messed it up, but the way they show the history of Cole's mom is genuinely perfect, and here's why. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel as we analyze Ninjago Season 13. This season is definitely one of the peaks of the Wild Brain era. It's fantastic. It really understood Cole's character, and one way I feel you could tell the storytelling is very mature is how they handle the story of Lily, Cole's mom. Definitely back then, as we were approaching the season, I was concerned, because there were many ways it could have went wrong. But luckily, the way Cole's mom's story is explained preserves a really core part of Cole's character to me. And it's that his stories have always felt very grounded. No pun intended, but yeah, I feel Cole's stories, especially about his family, have always felt more simple and really just more personal. Stuff that we as viewers can connect to. And I would say that's definitely not true for each ninja. Not every ninja has stories that feel as simple. For example, Kai and Nia were always told their parents had died, but then one season they just come back. And I would assume that's not something most fans can relate to. Or even Lloyd, whose dad was the main villain basically of Ninjago, and got sent to the underworld. There's definitely stuff viewers can connect to here, such as Lloyd's sense of abandonment and isolation, but it's not as simple as Cole's stories. Even from Ninjago's first season, Cole's family stories have always been especially strong. And over the show's 15th season run, these aspects of Cole's family stories, they've always felt very cohesive. It never felt like they were retconning or just changing up stuff for the sake of it. The stories told in seasons 1, 8, and 13 really work together well. It all starts in season 1, not with Cole's mom, but with his dad. Episode 9 shows how Cole reconciles with his father after years of distance. In the past, Lou wanted Cole to become a performer like himself, but that wasn't Cole's dream. And so Cole became a ninja, but he never told Lou until here. I think this overall father-son conflict of accepting Cole for who he is, the way it's presented resonates with many Ninjago fans. It's a real feeling family conflict that I'm sure many Ninjago fans have experienced. And also, it helps that Cole and Lou are just normal people. In contrast to, for example, Garmadon, who's this evil warlord from another realm, Lou is just a regular person. And what makes the story interesting isn't the character designs or the superpowers, it's the writing and relationships themselves. And the portrayal of Cole's story as more realistic feels very special or unique for Ninjago, because it's not something Ninjago does often. Season 8 really keeps this feeling. It confirms that Cole's mom died, and that is really what divided Cole and his dad. And retroactively, it makes that reunion in season 1 much more powerful. I like that this flashback doesn't tell us what happened to Cole's mom, and that maintains the sense of simplicity. The ambiguity is really nice, and I would have been satisfied if the story just ended here. But it doesn't. Season 13 offers one final piece, and yeah, I was worried about it because I never felt like we had to learn about Cole's mom. I was worried they'd ruin the ambiguity and offer something worse. For example, what if Lily was actually alive? This would have been a repeat of Hands of Time, which wasn't a great story. Or what if Lily died at Shintaro? Not as bad, but it would have ruined the simplicity. Season 13 does scrap the ambiguity, but it actually offers something better. Lily's backstory in season 13 is so perfect for two reasons. First of all, it does offer more information, which is what fans had wanted. We learned that Lily did journey to Shintaro and save the mountain by defeating Griefbringer. And also she unlocked the Spinjitzu Burst, but in general, she was just this very heroic character whose legacy Cole has always been trying to live up to. Fans had speculated about Cole's mom a ton, but she wasn't featured in the show, and so the season gave fans that information. But secondly, which I really appreciated, is it kept that sense of realism in Cole's stories. Because in the end, Lily ends up dying from a sickness, not some sort of fight or conflict as I feared. This is a much better ending for the character. It preserves what has always made Cole's family stories feel so special. The ability for fans to easily connect with Cole's stories. And yeah, Lily's backstory definitely does have some fantasy elements, but her death is kept very realistic. Dying from a medical illness, obviously something that happens here. How Lily dies is the most crucial part of Cole's backstory, because that's what causes him to become separated from his dad and eventually become a ninja. So I really like that this part of Cole's mom's backstory is, as I like to say, kept simple. Master of the Mountain just closes out Cole's family story in a really nice way. Yeah, I would have been satisfied if the story ended in season 8, but I'm so glad season 13 adds to it in a positive way. I mean, if Cole's mom was alive, it would have made for a very easy story. A lot of younger fans would have loved it, but thank God that didn't happen. This is a moment of mature, serious Ninjago storytelling, which you can't always count on from Ninjago. So it makes it all the more meaningful that Ninjago nailed Cole's family's story. It's awesome that those stories from seasons 1, 8, and 13 all develop separately, years apart, work together so well, and improve each other. It didn't have the grandeur of other Ninjago stories, but it was special from start to finish, and I truly appreciate that. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone you know. Share your thoughts on Season 13's exploration of Cole's mom and Cole's backstory, and I'll see you guys next time.